Guys, what is going on? We are live, and it's great to finally be back up here for another video. It's been a long time coming. I apologize for the delay in content. Just been really a lack of interest when it comes to WWE. On an off note, I did have a chance to check out the New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 special. I thought it was a really good show. 4.5 hours. Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Jay White versus, no, what the hell is his name? I'm blanking here, but there were a lot of great matches on that show. Not a fan, hardcore fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling, casual fan at best, but I really thought that all the talent on that show delivered for what was a memorable experience from the Cow Palace. So it was really good stuff. So shout out to New Japan, and they continue to grow. Of course, we all heard the announcement today that Ring of Honor and New Japan will be running Madison Square Garden April 6th, 2019, the day before WrestleMania 35. So that is huge news for them. So that is really great to hear. It's great for the wrestling business as it continues to grow. And like I said, really enjoyed the G1 special this past week. So with that being said, we're going to shift focus here to, of course, Extreme Rules, which will be airing live this Sunday, July. Thank you, Juice Robinson. Sorry, I hate to forget his name. Thank you, Robbie. It's great to have you here in the live chat. Former CJ Parker, he's doing some nice business in New Japan. The new IWGP United States Champion. Just shout out to him, and Robbie, who's live in the chat, was, of course, at New Japan, the G1 special. So I hope you had a great time. It was a great show to watch, as always. So without further ado, let's talk about Extreme Rules 2018. Of course, from my hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I will be live in attendance. You might catch me on the WWE Network if they happen to show me. I'll be sure to look out for me. Look out for the Finn Balor lookalike. But with all that being said, this will be the 10th Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And my thoughts on this card, the build going into it, I really care. I mean, if I wasn't going, would I really care? Probably not. That's not to say that there aren't some matches that I'm looking forward to, because of course there are. There are several. Do I think the show can deliver? I hope it does, because I paid a good amount of money for my ticket, and I expect it to. It's going to be 4 hours. 4 hours. Boy, oh boy. Can't wait for that. Not going for the pre-show. Just the main show. That'll be plenty of professional wrestling. So without further ado, let's break this show down by starting from the bottom, the pre-show, and working our way to the top. We have the New Day versus Sanity in a tables match. Set this match up a couple weeks ago with Sanity interrupting the New Day, interrupting their pancake eating contest. Should be a good match here for the pre-show, I have to say. It is Extreme Rules. I'm surprised they wouldn't put something like Finn Balor, Baron Corbin. Would have been my guess to be on the pre-show, but whatever. This should be a pretty kick-ass tables match, and I'm predicting that Sanity gets the win. They have lost a couple matches in a row, so don't know what they're doing with them quite yet. We waited a while for them to make their debut on the main roster, so I think they pick up a win here over the New Day, and we see where they move on from here. So that really should be a good match for the pre-show. We move on to the main card. 11 matches in total. No Sasha Banks versus Bayley. Assume they're holding that match off till SummerSlam. So I'm okay with that. Even though I wanted to see the match on this card, I'm still getting 11 matches total. And I agree. Robbie said Sanity needs to win on Sunday. They've lost twice. They're not buried. No, I don't think they're buried at all, but they do need a win. Yes, I agree. They need to establish themselves to a larger audience here on the main roster who watches these shows, who really honestly has no idea who Sanity is. So that would be nice. Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin, a.k.a. Constable Corbin. Oh, these two are feuding. Do I really care? Not really. I want to see Finn Balor win. That would be nice. So I'm predicting that Finn Balor beats Constable Corbin. There you go. Not really too much to say about that one. We have Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens in a steel cage match. This has been interesting, just due to the fact of who's the heel, who's the babyface. Kevin Owens is the heel, but is he really? I mean, Braun Strowman has been throwing this guy around, destroying his car, just scaring the ever-living shit out of him. And to me, it kind of makes Braun feel like the heel. But yet Kevin Owens is still I have no idea. So this leads to a steel cage match. I think it'll be a good match between these two. Strowman, Mr. Money in the Bank. Excuse me, Mr. Monster in the Bank. But, yeah, I was really hoping for this to maybe be a Falls Count Anywhere match, more so than a steel cage match. Robbie said you could have made Nia versus Alexa in the cage and Owen Strowman in the Extreme Rules. You could have done that as well. But I think we'll see Braun Strowman here defeat Kevin Owens and then hopefully move into the Universal Championship picture come SummerSlam. That would be great. It would be glorious. We shall see. But yeah, I'm predicting Strowman to defeat Kevin Owens. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura should be a good match here for the United States Championship. If Nakamura didn't get bit by a rabid dog a couple weeks ago, we would have this match on SmackDown. We're getting it here at the pay-per-view. Yeah, a ladder match would have been really nice. They could still add it late, but we're just getting a standard championship match. Okay, whatever. Should still be a good match. As far as who I think wins this match, I'm predicting that Shinsuke Nakamura will win the United States Championship. Obviously, he finished his feud with AJ Styles. He was unsuccessful in capturing the WWE Championship, so I think a nice role for Nakamura would be holding that WWE United States Championship. Hardy's held the title, since April? So I think he's dealing with some nagging injuries, so that's why I'm predicting that Nakamura will defeat Jeff Hardy here at Extreme Rules 2018. This is a match I'm looking forward to for one person, and I'm talking about the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan versus Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Now, keep in mind, a major reason that I'm excited for Extreme Rules, just to be there in person, to pay money to see this show, is because of seeing Daniel Bryan for the first time in the ring since he's been cleared. Keep in mind, the last time I saw Daniel Bryan wrestle was back on Raw in, I want to say, March of 2015. That's been over 3 years. So it's going to be awesome. Do the yes, yes, yes chant. I mean, it's going to be great. So that'll be great. Team Hell No is back. But will they be able to capture the Tag Team Championships? I'm going to say they'll come close, but I don't think they will. Kane's going to be running for, the mayoral seat, running for mayor in Knox County, Tennessee. So he's got the election coming up. He won the primary. Congrats to Kane. Hopefully he wins. So I think he's got that coming up. I mean, you could switch the titles here, but I just don't see it happening. I think maybe The Miz could get involved and cost Daniel Bryan and Kane the tag team titles. Then we move into Daniel Bryan versus The Miz for SummerSlam. That would be awesome to see. There's The Miz say, awesome. But yeah, I'm predicting Luke Harper and Eric Rowan will retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We move on to the Raw Tag Team Championships. We have the Deleter of Worlds. Yes, Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus the B Team of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. I've been enjoying the annex between these two teams. Certainly some of the better stuff on Raw in recent weeks. This will be interesting here. I'm really looking forward to seeing Bray Wyatt versus Bo Dallas. Have we ever seen that match? Down in the comment sections, let me know. I don't think we have. Look it up here, but I doubt we've seen them in the ring against one another. So maybe we had the Social Outcasts way back versus the Wyatt family in 2016. But as far as I'm concerned, that's about it. So that should be fun. I wish this was an Ultimate Deletion match. Maybe you could get there on Raw. You could save that for an episode of Raw. But I would love to see an Ultimate Deletion match. You throw these guys in the lake of fire, have them join Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, build a little stable around them. The Woken Warriors, yes. I think they'd fit in great, the B team, with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. So I'm predicting Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt will retain the Raw Tag Team Championships and perhaps move on to face Ziggler and McIntyre for the Raw Tag Team Championships. That would be a great match at SummerSlam. Or the Authors of Pain. You're building them up as well. So we shall see. Looking here, we have Carmella versus Asuka, SmackDown Women's Championship. James Ellsworth will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Okay. Apparently, I didn't watch SmackDown this week, so apparently we added that stipulation. We'll see. I would really like to see Asuka defeat Carmella. I think losing to her twice, I don't know how I feel about that. I was like, okay, Asuka loses at WrestleMania, but I felt you could have built her back up. I would have waited until SummerSlam to build her back up for a championship match. Maybe you could have done Carmella versus Becky Lynch instead and have Becky win the title, and then you could have done... I would still like to see Asuka win the title here and face Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam. I feel like that is the strongest match you could do, short of doing Charlotte versus Asuka again, which I certainly wouldn't be opposed to, but kind of been there, done that at WrestleMania. Yeah, don't remind me when Enzo slipped out of the shark cage. That was just garbage. That really was bad. As far as who I think is going to win this match, Carmella, Asuka, I'm going with Asuka. I just don't see her losing twice to Carmella. And if you're joining me live, what's going on? Thank you for participating in the live chat. Talking about Carmella, Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Like I said, I'm going with Asuka. I do not see her losing twice to Carmella. We have Alexa Bliss defending her Raw Women's Championship in an Extreme Rules match against Nia Jax. Of course, Ronda Rousey. It'll be great to see her in Pittsburgh. Will be sitting at ringside, so we shall see if Ronda gets involved. And I think we all know that Ronda will be getting involved in this match some way, somehow, looking to get revenge. She was suspended from Raw. Her suspension from Raw ends the next night, July 16th, after Extreme Rules. So that'll be up. So it'll be interesting to see how Ronda gets involved here. I'm predicting that somehow, some way, despite this being an extreme disadvantage for Alexa Bliss, I'm predicting that she will successfully retain her Raw Women's Championship and move on to a one-on-one match between Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam. That is the direction I would love to see. And then you have Ronda break Alexa Bliss's arm, which would be great to see, and win the Raw Women's Championship. Logical storytelling that has a destination. That's what I like to see. So hopefully, that's what we get to see. Probably the match I am most looking forward to on this show, 30-man Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth freaking Rollins. This is my pick for match of the night. This can steal the show. This would be awesome if it main evented, but it probably won't. That's okay. Wherever this is on the card, I'm certainly looking forward to it. These two have had great matches on Raw, two outstanding matches on Raw. And you add the stipulation here of the Iron Man match. Goes without saying they're going to tear the house down. As far as I say who's going to win this match, predicting it's going to go back to Rollins. I thought maybe Rollins, you could still have Ziggler win, and then Rollins moves into the Universal Championship picture, which I would love to see, personally. But I'm predicting that Seth Rollins will regain the Intercontinental Championship. It'll be a hell of a match, hell of an effort, and I think in the end, Seth Rollins will become the Intercontinental Champion once again. And I believe that would make him a two-time Intercontinental Champion, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing these two tear down the house in Pittsburgh. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. I really like the pull-apart brawl that they did on Monday. I really thought that was nice. So that really, because outside of that, I really wasn't too much of a fan of the build to this match. It just felt like at first we're going to do a number one contenders match. Okay, fine. Then that changes. We're scrapping that. So as far as I'm concerned, I feel whoever wins this match will face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. As far as who I feel wins this match, some of you aren't going to like this. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns. And we do Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again at SummerSlam. Not how I have it, but I just have a feeling deep down that's the direction we are going in. So, be that as it may, I think this could be a good match. Surprised they didn't add a stipulation to it, especially after that brawl. It'll be interesting to see how the crowd reacts. So, there you go. And then finally, AJ Styles versus Rusev for the WWE Championship. It'll be Rusev Day come Sunday, July the 15th. I don't think there's a chance in hell that AJ Styles loses his championship. I'm just hoping for a good outing from Rusev. Going in there, the first time, I don't believe Rusev has ever wrestled for the WWE Championship. That's great for him. I think eventually we will see AJ Styles and Samoa Joe clash at SummerSlam after this. So, kind of a buffer in a way to get us to SummerSlam. If that's the direction they go in, I'd love to see that. Should be a good match here between AJ and Rusev. We've seen them wrestle before. Now with the championship on the line, high stakes. As far as like I said, who I think is going to win, AJ Styles will retain and move on to face Samoa Joe. I'm predicting at SummerSlam. So that, guys, is my preview and predictions for Extreme Rules 2018. I will, of course, be live in attendance. Happy Lana Day as well. In attendance at PPG Paints Arena, the home of the Pittsburgh Penguins, the 5-time Stanley Cup champions. So there you go. It'll be great to be back there. So much history. Of course, I will be doing live reactions. Might be doing live reaction videos from my seat. We'll see. I have to think about that. And of course, a live review for Extreme Rules as well. So stay tuned for all that great content. Of course, as soon as this video is uploaded, guys, be sure to leave your comments down below, your predictions for Extreme Rules 2018. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to lose? And are you looking forward to this pay-per-view? So that does it, guys, for this Extreme Rules preview and predictions video. Of course, remember to click my like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGuyza412. Be sure to check out my Twitter at DanielGuyza412 and my Facebook page, DanielGuyza1994. The links will be down below in the description box. So thank you, everybody, for watching this video, and enjoy Extreme Rules. That's all I can say. Thanks for watching.